I have a question. Why have we forgotten that just a couple months ago somebody tried to kill Donald Trump? Why did we forget that on July 13th, which incidentally is my daughter's birthday, a guy was able to get off a lot of shots at Donald Trump and hit him in the side of the head and kill people at his rally? And just a few days ago, another guy was caught at the golf course with a high-powered rifle trying to do the exact same thing. Why is this not everywhere in the news still? It's absolutely crazy to me that the news cycle moved off of this so fast. It should have been a time where, whether you like Donald Trump or not, you realize the escalation has gotten to a point that it's never been at before, maybe in the history of the country, maybe at least in modern memory, but maybe in the history of the country. It's never been this divided. And people continue. And I'm going to say, particularly on the Democratic side, they continue to push Trump's a threat to democracy. Trump is Hitler. Trump is this and that. And, look, nobody has been trying to kill Kamala and Joe Biden, and they shouldn't. But the point is, there's clearly one side of the aisle that is pushing this rhetoric of violence. The Democratic Party is the party of violence. I'm not a Republican. I despise the Republican Party. But this is so out of control, and it blows my mind that we've already forgotten about this. This is crazy. People need to remember how divided we truly are. And this country, it's at a boiling point. We're at a boiling point where the smallest thing could set off, I'm not going to say a civil war, but seriously, civil strife. I don't think that a civil war could ever happen just because of how integrated we are. But definitely, the summer of love on steroids, the 2020 riots on steroids could happen easily. And one way or another, whether Trump wins or Kamala Harris wins, after this election, you better be ready for craziness to happen, because people are going to lose their shit one way or another. I can see both sides. What if, so for those of you on the right, if Harris wins and it appears to you that the election wasn't exactly clean, 2020, then what are you going to do? And maybe not you personally, but what are the more eccentric elements going to do? And on the left, if Donald Trump wins, what are you going to do? And again, the more eccentric elements. I come from Seattle, okay? I've seen the most extreme elements of the left. I know what it looks like. They destroyed my city. And I still don't identify as conservative or right-wing or Republican. I am center-left, a moderate liberal. That's what I am. And I loved Seattle when that's what it was. And now Seattle is a cesspool of communism. But what's going to happen? How can we forget that arguably the front runner for the presidency has been attempted? There's been attempts on his life twice in the last couple of months. How can we forget that? We have to keep that memory alive, because we have to understand the gravity of this situation. No matter who wins, there's going to be craziness and violence. I hope that there isn't, but I don't see any way forward without it. So be safe and keep your family safe. But that's, Jesus, how is that swept under the rug already?